the conference championship game has now been set after the divisional round. Here's a look at the scores from the NFL. The top seeds end up moving on. The Denver Broncos knocking off the Buffalo Bills 33-30. The Seahawks all over the banged up San Francisco 49ers 41-6. And the 2 seeds advanced there as well. The 1-2 seed advances. The New England Patriots got a win over the Houston Texans. And it took overtime for the only upset in the divisional round, as the LA Rams, not upset as far as the line goes, but upset as far as the seeding goes, as the number 5 seed takes down the number 2 seed Chicago Bears. That game was in Chicago. Your overall takes about what you saw divisional round, to me, this has been an unbelievably entertaining playoffs, and that was a great round overall.
Yeah, and I think when we were talking about the wild card weekend, I don't know how it could have topped that. This one, I don't think the divisional round topped that, but it definitely gave us some pretty good entertainment outside of the Seattle game. I mean, that was just an absolute beating.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people were talking about Zach Charbonnet, who is now out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL, as the lead back for Seattle. And I had watched Kenneth Walker when he was at Michigan State.
Yeah.
And the fact that Seattle thought that he was the second best running back kind of hurt me, in my opinion, because, I mean, this dude's explosive. And I think we got to see that firsthand. The north of 100 rushing yards, 3 total touchdowns there for him in that game. He's going to have a major workload as they go up against the Rams for the 3rd time. We'll get to that game in a minute, but your Patriots were able to pull out a win in probably the ugliest game of the weekend.
Yeah, 8 turnovers in all. Patriots taking advantage of the 5 turnovers from the Houston Texans, but you're right, it was sloppy conditions and even sloppier play at times for this New England Patriots football team headed back to the conference championship game. Everything's kind of broken their way, and even the struggles for that guy, CJ Stroud. I'll tell you what, it just feels that, like, he's been chasing that rookie year for a very long time now. Drake May and company, they get the win. May with 3 touchdowns, an interception, a fumble there as well. So it was a clean game as far as penalties go. Not a lot of penalties. I think 7 penalties overall, but very sloppy game just in general. I do think that, yes, I'm a Patriots fan, so I will say this, understanding the mindset that I'm coming at it with, but the Patriots did benefit from a very easy schedule. If you take a look at it in the history of football, this is one of the easiest schedules ever. And they played 2 teams that end up having a winning record. One of them was the Buffalo Bills, and they split with them, won 1, lost 1. But I will say, in the games that they need to win, they are winning. And now they go face a Denver Broncos team that lost their starting quarterback.
Yeah.
So this is a team that's catching a lot of good fortune. I won't lie. This has been a lot of good fortune for this football team, but they ended up getting it done. And so a team that I don't know if anybody really expected to be this good this fast, but now here they are with 1 win away from going back to the Super Bowl.
I don't know what good fortune Robert Kraft has with the football gods, but whatever it is, I mean, it's just absolutely unreal. It combined 9 turnovers yesterday.
Yeah,
and
9. I said 8, 9, yeah.
What in the world is going on? CJ Stroud with 4 first-half interceptions. I believe I said on the show last week, or it might have been 2 weeks ago before the AFC wildcard game, and it was like, yes, this is a Super Bowl winning defense, but how can you trust CJ Stroud under pressure? And I believe he put the ball on the ground 5 times in the game against Pittsburgh. I believe he only lost 2 of those fumbles. Now he puts it in the defender's hands 4 times against New England, 1 of those for a touchdown. Drake May didn't really have a great game either. Yeah, he had the 3 touchdowns, but he fumbled the ball twice and threw a pick. And then the Kayshon Boutte one-handed grab. I mean, goodness. Like, we've got pictures of this.
Yeah.
This was the dagger, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, he iced the game with us.
Yeah, he certainly did. An unbelievable play there from the former LSU star, and doing it against another former LSU star and Derek Stingley Jr., who was covering him on the play. And I think that Kayshon Boutte's really rehabbed his image in a lot of ways as well. He was in, in the doghouse, so to speak, a little bit here and there with the Patriots, but is able to kind of right the ship, so to speak, and get his team and be kind of that lead guy. I know that obviously Hunter Henry, Stephon Diggs. I mean, there's some names that are the pass catchers, but I think anytime you needed an explosive play all season long, he's been the guy to give it to you. And I think that his time at LSU kind of showed him, hey, look, you're in there with Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, and I mean it's always a crowded wide receiver room, so you have to really stand out and make special plays in order to be that elite guy, and he's doing that at a team for a team that really needs it at this point.
And I remember watching him. I believe it was Mac Jones' rookie year when they made the playoffs. I remember watching that game in Buffalo. I believe he had 2 touchdown grabs against the Bills in the wild card game. And the first thing I thought to myself was, man, this guy's pretty good, and he's going to be a threat for years to come. And it just seemed like he didn't really fully understand it. It felt like for a little bit he was trying to chase the success that he had in his rookie year. But I mean, 3 catches, 75 yards last night, and the big touchdown grab. I think he's probably going to be that big play threat that New England is going to be looking for. I don't know if you can rely on Diggs as much. He's starting to get a little bit older.
Right.
Don't know how much juice he has left. But I mean, I think he had a pretty decent game there yesterday. I just think this defense truly can win them the Super Bowl, and I think this is probably a little bit crazy for even you as a fan to hear. It's like, man, New England has a legit chance to win the Super Bowl yet again.
It doesn't feel like we were talking about. Like, I remember my expectations after free agency, hire Mike Vrabel. It's like, okay, 8-9 wins the wild card round, and then now you're in. This does seem to me like everything is kind of going right in the right direction. Of course, his team led by head coach Mike Vrabel talked a little bit about not only the defense but also the resiliency of his team after winning in the divisional round.
They're playing well together. I feel like they're complementing each other, and our turnovers are created by more than one guy. There's some great efforts, but it's somebody tipping a pass, or it's somebody that's putting pressure. That's usually helping that dude, or Zach's, dialing something up that kind of changes the look, and we're taking advantage of, our opportunities, and that's what it's going to take in the playoffs. Is you got to take care of the ball and turn it over. I mean, I think again, there's times where it doesn't look great, and we know going against a great defense, which that's what they are. It's hard. There's some tough sledding, and there's some plays that don't look great. It's a fast, talented defense, and we talked about that coming in. But in the end, it felt like we just kind of stuck around, and we always talk about it only takes one play. And early on, that might have been Pop and Marcus. KC caused that touchdown that Marcus took back, or Kayshawn in the second half, and Drake giving him a ball. So it just takes one play.
So this New England Patriots team now goes on the road to face the Denver Broncos, and the Broncos got some shattering news yesterday that the second to last play of the game, former Auburn star Bo Nix goes down with an injury. Turns out it's a broken ankle. He'll have surgery in Birmingham on Tuesday. They're on that ankle. This just has to be a bummer if you're Denver, because you're obviously having an incredible season. Bo Nix is having a great year. And now Sean Payton will have to turn to another former Auburn star in Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, and I think this one, when I heard about the news, when Sean Payton said this after the game, I was kind of appalled. I was like, wait, what? How did he break his ankle? I thought he finished the game. I don't remember a play where he actually broke the ankle. And then they started showing the play where they believed that he had broken the ankle. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because it was a rollout to his left that he ended up just sliding. And that play looked so silly from the beginning. And the fact that your season and this is no disrespect to Jarrett Stidham by any means.
Sure.
Just the fact that your season basically might end because your you call a play where your quarterback's rolling out to the left when you're already in field goal range. It just blows my mind. I don't understand it, because now you're relying on Jarrett Stidham to go out and defeat the New England Patriots. The good news is it's at home, and the other good news is, and I'm sure you as a Patriots fan would be like, and like a lot of sports fans, you want to get the best chance.
For sure.
You want to get the best shot from the other team. You never want to root for injuries by any means, but I will say this. The Patriots have a history of not playing well against backup quarterbacks.
It's very
Just
true.
ask the Philadelphia Eagles and Nick Foles.
Yeah, and it's a similar situation gearing up here, where it's a team that lost their quarterback in the in the playoffs. The Patriots ended up playing them in.
It
Nick
is a
Foles
championship game,
yes.
so you can use that wordage. I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and Nick Foles came in, won a championship. He's got a freaking statue outside of Lincoln Financial.
Forever in lore.
After Philly special. So the Broncos trying to recreate some of that magic going in on the game, and I feel like Team of Destiny sounds a little strong, but it feels like Denver they're on to something here. I think that this should be a really interesting AFC Championship game over there in the Mile High City